Here at Cinnamon Creek, and just came across this gorgeous meadow. Not really a meadow, but the trail leads up that way. It's absolutely gorgeous. Let's see what Spirit has to say. Onward and upward. Now that the wind's calmed down, just the flowers in the grass blowing in the wind was absolutely gorgeous. Sahananiri hatata kawachana nari sakaya. And we're going slow today. There's no need to, there's nowhere to get to today. It's just a lot of being. Sahananani tiatata kawahananara. Kawa atanana harsakitiara. Chahartananahi tikiatanara hoto tukuaya. Confirms Nyakananahari Tataya. We'll get down to Cinnamon Creek soon enough. Spirit will let us know. Tichikawa hata arna, isahatiata takayata, sahatananiria harka, askana harihetara. This is absolutely gorgeous. Just what the universe ordered. Kanihata arahatatara hasakiwa. Kuchahatanani yata watari yataskayahi. Hakahana hisa. Sawataka yatananahariyata. Kawahananiera. Listen to the creek. It's the perfect temperature today also. It might be 70 degrees. Might be. And the sun's shining. There's some clouds in the sky. just south of Big Sky, Montana. This is the trail it called. My odometer hit 10888. So look up that angel number, 888. Eight is manifestation and abundance. Threefold. And the one in the zero. The one is the Hari, the form, and the Om is the zero, the formless. That's how we create. That's how we manifest out of nothing. As creators. As soon as we get an idea, it is sent out to the universe and it takes form. And it is in our vortex. The more energy we give it, the more energy it gains. So it rained last night, so there's a little mud on the trail. I don't mind mud, but I'm walking past it. I have my boots on, mainly because everything else is dirty. But I'm sure I'm going to step in some mud somewhere where this will shield my feet. Hakawahanahiya sawahaya. The moon is up there, I can feel her. She's a waxing crescent. Couple of days new. This is July 23rd. We are in Leo now. And the moon is near Regulus, the watcher of the south, the fiery heart of Leo, along with Archangel Raphael, the healing of God, or God heals. Leo is a fire sign. So hutukor wahanananiria. Our willpower, our joy, Manipura, Lionsgate coming up. It's going to be huge. August 8th, 8/8 through 8/12, 8/12. And on Friday the 25th, we have our day out of time. No, it's Saturday the 25th, sorry. Day out of time is the day in between the Mayan years. And tomorrow is the last day of the white magnetic wizard. Then we have the day out of time on Saturday. And then on Sunday, we begin the new Mayan year, the blue lunar storm. Which just represents change, that's all. And the moon goddess always has our backs. Oh, I still think that there's one trail. And the blue energy, the blue flame, the blue flame of God, Archangel Michael, who along with Aldebaran, the fiery eye of Taurus, are the watchers of the East and the newness. It's just so gorgeous here. Fire represents change. Storm represents change. The only thing that we have control over is how we respond to it. How we responsible. We are responsible on how we respond to the change. Apparently we're talking about fire then. Sahawata Akashishia. Yellowstone is a caldera, which means millions and millions and millions of years ago, it used to be a supervolcano. And when it erupted, it spewed out so much material that it collapsed inside it, upon itself, causing a huge huge crater, which is the Yosemite Valley. And millions of years since then, the magma is still near the surface. With all the geysers and the pools, the hot springs, the boiling mud pits. And out of the four elements, fire fire to me is the most interesting, it's the most unique. Well, I'm a little warm now. A volcano, or magma, is the earth behaving as fire. It is Gaia inducing change. So let's talk about Earth for a second. Earth is a solid form of element. It's matter. It represents the physical form of matter. Water represents the liquid state of matter, where the molecules are more loosely compact, more free-flowing. Where in solid form, they are closer together, more densely populated. I'm in heaven right now. Isakaya nata tukuahaya. And air is the third state of matter. And where the molecules are so loosely bound to each other, each of the molecules flow independently. And then we can go into the fourth state of matter, the plasma, that represents the sound and the light. which is vibrationally based. Well, everything is vibrationally based, but it doesn't really take a physical form, even though we can represent it. As photons and electrons and neutrons all traveling really fast. Still technically is matter. So the only thing left out is fire. Notice how they all map to the chakras as well. This is absolutely gorgeous. Now, fire technically is not an element. One of the definitions I came across to me fits perfectly. That fire is the visual effect of matter changing states. Think about that. The visible effect of matter changing states. Change is in the definition. Fire is the change. Your fire, your intention, Manipura, your beautiful gem, the aspect of you that makes you unique, which is the viewpoint that you and Source conspired. I like that word, conspired. It's a viewpoint. You are Source. You are a viewpoint of Source. That's it. And your fire your fire, you are the visual effect of matter changing forms. You are the visual effect of change. Your viewpoint is the visual effect of change. I just want to keep stopping and staring. I'm in awe. I'm breathing pretty hard. Did not expect to be. That means even though it's like a 3% grade, we're still climbing. So what is it that you wish to create? Kanahawarati hia chakawasana noro hoko chawarhia. They're all just gorgeous wildflowers. I have no idea where this trail leads. Or when Spirit will tell me to turn around. This is exactly the hike I wanted today. Oh my goodness. We're certainly not getting anywhere. As if there's anywhere to be except here and now. No. And that's a raven. That particular raven is a keeper of the spiritual law. I saw other ravens today. Their squawks were way different. They had a very different vibration. Okay. Maybe it means we get to this tree and turn around. Okay, I hear you. Thank you. We're gonna start heading back. We are in grizzly bear territory. And why use the bear spray if we don't have to? Especially when the raven is telling us something has changed here. Butterfly, thank you. No kutukawahi ati ataskahi. Okay. He also shared an interesting tidbit today. About the Native American grandfather having a chat with his grandson. And the grandson saying, clearly grandfather wants to speak. My crown just opened up huge. He said to me, I have this anger and this joy inside of me. And sometimes the joy is so big, and sometimes the anger is so big. How do we deal with it? And the proverb goes, there are two wolves that are in our heart, and they're constantly fighting for control. Said the grandson. Well, which one wins? Nanawahaya katatuna nahatu shawahia sukanawayata. And the grandfather said, the one you feed. And that proverb has been in my awareness for a while. But the grandfathers, the 6 grandfathers, that's the real name of Mount Rushmore, the 6 grandfathers. And those grandfathers represent all 6 directions: the north, the south, the east, and the west, and the up and the down. Guiding our intentions, no matter which direction we choose. Well, they came in and they said, not downplaying the other proverb, because the other proverb is very useful. It's very useful in how we choose. And it totally represents how we create. We are constantly creating. There is no day off from awesomeness. Everything you are creating, whether you view it as joy or you view it as contrast, you are creating everything. You are 100% successful in everything that you create. No matter whether you see it as good or bad, or joyful, or sorrowful, or in alignment, or in contrast. For what you give out to the universe is what you get back. It is instantaneous. And you are always successful. And so that proverb helps us, and so does horsefly. The proverb aligns with the law of attraction. If what you're creating is not what you wish to create, that is good news. You know you've created contrast. So the other end of that stick is what you do wish to create. So just hold the other end of the stick. And if you're spending more time angry than joyful, feed the other wolf. And one way to feed the other wolf, which comes to mind, is the Reiki ideals. And when I first learned Reiki, I could not remember it. It goes, pray these words with your mind and with your hearts every morning and every evening. The magical medicine for all diseases. Just for today, do not anger, do not worry, and be filled with gratitude. Be dedicated to your work and be kind to all people. That's how it really goes. I couldn't remember that, but I remember that there were 5 things: worry, anger, gratitude, work, and that kindness or respect. And I remembered just for today. So the only way I could remember it was just for today. Do not anger. Just for today. Do not worry. Just for today. Be filled with gratitude. Just for today. Be dedicated to your work. Whatever your work is. Right now, my work is hiking. and talking. And just for today, respect all life. That's the only way I could remember it. And one way to switch wolves, whenever I felt anger come on, I recited the Reiki ideals. Just for today, do not anger. Just for today, do not worry. Just for today, be filled with gratitude. Just for today, be dedicated to your work. Just for today, respect all life. And after saying that a couple of times, I start to chuckle. And now I'm feeding the other wolf. One of the things that used to get me was when somebody was driving fast and cut me off and things like that. Back in the day, maybe I'd flip them off or get a little perturbed. And my mom always used to say, they must be in a hurry. They must be in a hurry. And then once I learned Reiki, once I felt myself get a little perturbed because somebody cut me off, just for today, do not anger. Just for today, do not worry. Just for today, be filled with gratitude. Just for today, be dedicated to your work. Just for today, respect all life. And then I got better at knowing when people were going to cut me off. And I eased up on the gas. And then I chuckled when they cut in. And I go, they must be in a hurry. Now back to the 6 grandfathers and the wisdom they shared on which wolf to feed. As a light worker or as someone who is of the light, because God only created the light. And God created everything. Therefore, everything is light. So everything is just a different form of light. And our viewpoint can see it as light or dark, joy or contrast. We have the power to view it whichever way. And so the grandfathers said, when you view the 2 wolves in you as good and bad, or joy and anger, and you're choosing one over the other, and you're feeding one over the other, one's going to starve. And the one will shrivel up and die from starvation. When we're first learning how to manifest, that's important to feed the correct wolf, the wolf of the light. But Bagua, or the yin yang, says that we're in balance all the time. And that in every darkness there's light, and in every lightness there's dark. And each of us have a shadow side, a shadow self. And anyone who does shadow work, or have heard of shadow work, knows that It's about us embracing our shadow side, dealing with it, and reintegrating it into the whole that we are, the perfect whole that we are. For when we judge our shadow side, well, since I came up this side, we're going to go down this side. If we judge our shadow side as unworthy or bad, we, in and of ourselves, that action itself, is judgmental. And it is keeping us from being whole, separating us from source. It's a viewpoint of separation, is the point. And the shadow work is reintegrating. And what the sixth grandfather said is that you are the light. And if you view the food that you're feeding your wolves as light, and that you only have the light as food, both of the wolves can feed off of the light. Both of the wolves can feed off the light. What happens when you feed the shadow wolf the light? When your shadow side feels accepted and loved and honored, then both of your wolves can be joyously howling at the moon. No matter what phase it's in, whether it's a waxing crescent, a full moon, a waning crescent, or a new moon. Your wolves are your family. They are your pack. And that fits perfectly with what we teach in Aquarian Fire. We're at the higher levels. We teach soul fragment retrieval. It's just a form of integration. We teach past life regression, where you can go back or pretty much go to any now, whether it's in this lifetime or in the past or another lifetime or another parallel timeline. Could be even in the future. Everything is here and now. And we even teach spirit attachments, cleansing spirit attachments, or removing negative entities. Teach ferrying souls back to heaven. As a matter of fact, for some students, that's taught at earlier levels. It's a very simple procedure. And we can feel it, and some can see it happening. It teaches patience. To the creek. Oh look, there's a path. Okay, slip sliding. Let's see my balance. Okay, so that's where we're going. Gonna rock hop out, do a quick water blessing. Thank you, Cinnamon Creek, for a glorious hike. Kananahati te kuahana na harukua. Gorgeous little creek. Let's go back upstream and I'll be quiet for a minute or two. Little light codes there, reflective light codes. Pause for a little meditation. There's a saying that's on my refrigerator. One cannot see one's reflection in running water, only in still water. That's the hint at the value of meditation and understanding who we truly are, who our true authentic selves are. Let's do the blessing first. Okay. I invite and allow the holy fire to flow into and around me and us in every way and everywhere and every when. And I set aside my ego and my personal energy so that I may be a clear channel for the highest good of all. And ask the holy fire to flow into and around this water in every way and everywhere and every when. And I enact the law of one, because the all is the one and the one is the all. And I bring all water in every way and everywhere and every when to this here and now. And I ask the holy fire to bless this water. Because water is life. To consecrate this water. To sanctify this water. To consecrate this water. Because water is life. And water is sacred. So hukua. And I give honor and gratitude to God and to the holy fire. Sahia Tananari at Koanawari at Tanaska. Rain clouds are moving in, my friends. So I feel it's wise to get moving before getting soaked. There are thunderstorms that are supposed to come through this afternoon. So that would be now. Sorry for the abrupt ending to the meditation. So if you lasted this long in the video, I don't know what to call it. Leave me a comment below as to what do you think this video should be called. We've got several good choices. You are the fire. The visual effect of change. Feed both wolves delight. Could be any others. Or how to feed both wolves that are in your heart. I tell you, going down, it's a lot easier on the lungs than going up. Maybe the raven was just saying, better get back before the rain hits. This is still gorgeous here. I've got another video to make, but that's a better angle. I'm gonna take a sip of water here. Water is life, my friends. Thank you, water. Thank you, Cinnamon Creek. Thank you, Big Sky, Montana. Thank you, 888. Kanania ta'arahaska wahatatito rohoko. Shashaya anaharehet kawata aranata sasayata. And again, that is just simply gorgeous. Whoa. And we can look over here. You can see the dark clouds coming. They're not so dark, but konahara hatitiera. Okay. Nihosko rawahana yarana. Kachahara hatakito konana. Kasisiana haratakawa han haska he sisia tariata nar hakatati tokono. You are the light, my friends. You are the awesomeness. Nikatako rabanata arahata sisika waha sisia. I can just stay here I don't know if you can see the creek. I'm not allowed to zoom in once it's the video is going. I don't know why, but hey, we'll work with the restrictions, the limitations. Yeah, we're coming up on an hour, so maybe we'll end it right on an hour, and I'll do the next 5 to 10 minutes by myself. So I thank you, my friends, for sharing a few breaths. Thank you for manifesting awesomeness with me. Namaste, my friends. Nihakatana haraskana arawatakusha shushanana isahanani arata iskana nohorotoko. See you in the new now. And make it a great day, because why would you leave it up to anyone else?